excited today to recognize another alumni of KHS, and we are excited to have Kevin Brunt here with us today. We have Logan Cheek, the principal of Kosciusko Junior High, Simone Olive, and would you share your title? She wears many hats.
I'm the Director of Counseling, the Behavior Specialist, and the After School Director.
We're very excited about our new after school program that Ms. Olive is over. That's something new that we've added in our district. And I'm Shell Nowell, the principal of Lower Elementary. We want to welcome Kevin here with us today. We're going to ask him a few questions.
All right, I'll start off. Who's the principal, assistant principal, and counselor at the high school when you went to school?
In 1975, it was Cadman Porter, William White, and Mr. Chandler.
So you graduated in 75?
Yeah.
Who was the superintendent around that time?
Adrian Macbeth.
Macbeth.
Can you tell us one moment that comes to mind in your high school years that would be your greatest or fondest memory, or that had the most impact on your life today?
It would probably be the way integration was handled. That had a huge impact on my life. Cadman Porter, Mr. White, Mr. Sullivan, Coach Slater, it was just, there was no fear, you know, it went perfectly, and just watching them, you know, it was something I'll never forget. I think about it a lot, looking back on it.
I got a question or two. I'm the principal at the junior high, which was your high school.
Right.
We've had a lot of changes since 75.
Right.
The main thing is I have an assistant principal, Glenn Stevens, who remembers when that was the high school.
Right.
And it's hard for me to grasp it, basically because of the layout of it. We have a new entrance, which is, I believe, was the faculty parking lot.
Right.
And the students actually parked on the side entering from East Jefferson. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you pulled up by the front, which was the front where we have our big bushes.
Oh, no, we came in off South Huntington.
Okay.
And came in Port, like where the band hall used to be, or
Okay.
it still is.
So that was the student parking.
Yeah, and then we went through that side entrance between the gym and the auditorium.
Okay, and we were a 3A school at the time, is that correct?
3, yeah.
Okay. Did you have any extracurricular activities?
No, I did not. All I did was study.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. I don't want to take over. You got anything?
What was your fondest memory at the high school?
I could think about that a second. There were so many. Just the kindness of Melba White, the teaching methods of Walter Johnson. Do you remember him?
I do.
And it was those sort of things that I'll never forget. And Mr. Sullivan, you know, I'll remember. I think of him just about every day.
He's the only administrator I can remember in our district that had a pair of shoes to match every color suit that he owned. He had green shoes, he had blue shoes, he had white shoes. I know you remember the shoes.
Yep.
And he drove the shiniest truck.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just the opposite of Coach Slater, who drove the
That light, pale lime green truck.
I wasn't sure what color that was.
You are so right. That's so funny. If your teachers were to describe you, what words would they use?
Quiet and studious. Yeah.
That's two great words.
Who was probably your most influential teacher?
Melba White and
What grade was that?
what was your 10th grade English, and Walter Johnson. And it was two different reasons, of course. Melba was kind to me and some others there, and let us roam around their property, you know, and pretty much unsupervised, which was a mistake. And Walter Johnson, he was just a great teacher, and he instilled in me a interest in science. It's, you know, still going on today. Yeah.
So what kind of awards did you receive?
All I did was study that. The only thing I remember if people say anything about was on 827 on ACT. You know, that's about
That was a big deal.
it. Yeah.
It's a
Right.
big deal.
Yeah.
I want to ask this. Of course, Kevin actually has two careers. He, I would say one of his side careers is taking photographs, and he works for different newspapers.
Yeah.
And was there anything at KHS in your high school career that led you to be interested in photography? That's kind of where you
Yeah.
led you to where you are today.
James Clegg.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
James Clegg.
And I think he was in the old Star Herald office back then. Wasn't he downstairs?
He was.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
And all the times we've talked, I've never thought about asking you that, so that's
James
pretty,
Clegg.
that's pretty cool.
How big was your graduating class? Do you remember?
108.
Okay.
I remember that.
And y'all graduated on the stage,
Yeah.
if I'm right.
Yeah.
See, Logan's trying to age you, but Kevin, I also graduated on the stage at his school, which was KHS then, so you're not the Lone Ranger in this, and yes, that is correct, Logan.
What year did you finish?
85.
85.
I went to
10
high
years.
school there too. We were the second class to graduate from the new high school. So the junior high was my high school.
Yeah. You finished with my
Michael.
daughter or my son?
Michael.
Michael. Yeah.
97,
Yeah.
the best year.
85 is best. You would say 75. So you're a mere babe in this group right here. You're just a baby. You're just a baby. We're seniors. Now here's a question we love to ask when we do these interviews. What about the words to Kazi High? We're not going to ask you to sing. Let me start by saying that.
Kazi High, here's a toast.
There you go.
Kazi High, loyal, brave, and true. That's as far as I
That's
go.
good. That's good.
More than most.
That's right.
I can
That's
promise you
good.
that.
Is there anything else that you would like to add about your days at Kosciusko High School?
It was probably the people there had the biggest influence on my life going forward. The educators there, and I've had a special place in my heart for educators ever since. And you know, and I was just proud to see my children and grandchildren graduate, you know, from Kosciusko.
It's pretty cool.
Well, Mr. Brunt, we would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And now, when these two and people in our community see his name in the Star Herald and other newspapers, when it says photo by Kevin Brunt, we can remember that he is a 1975 graduate of Kosciusko High School. And we will know who and where he graduated from, but who influenced his love for taking pictures.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else you'd like to say to us?
No, he gave us Scotty.
Okay.
Sure did.
Logan, you want to say anything else?
I'm good.
Okay.
Enjoyed it.
I did too.
I love your pictures.
Well, thank you.
I really do. I follow you on Facebook and just see how you take pictures of kids all over. And I think I love that the most, just seeing kids from other schools.
I got
That
some-
kind of tells a little bit about your testimony that you said, what influenced you the most when you were in high school, because you're exactly right. He goes to all the schools and he photographs all our children.
But you know who my favorite one is right now?
I'm a little partial.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. And we look forward to seeing who our next alumni will be.